I'm important, going harder this year. Do it with no fear, negativity out of here. Don't you try come near, I left the past in the rear. Ain't no looking back, I got a promise on my back. Amazed in myself, I get it's everything I got. 20 deals on the table, that's $1 million every pop. From the school of hard knocks, graduated at the top. Thank God I ain't flop, made me everything I am. Everything I touch, just gonna run my profit up. Finally get myself in touch with myself, now it's up. When no matter what, took my foot off the clutch. Stopping out of option to the master, call me up.
Since the beginning, I've been growing, and I'm winning. You had to see it, to believe it. I'm a champion, I'm a winner, yeah.
Gonna be the best days of my life. These gonna be the best days of my life. I put away the worst days of my life. These gonna be the best days of my life. What's up?
All right, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to Social Media Power Hour. Today is just a little different because we are not going to talk about social media in totality, but we're going to talk about you as an agent and the things that you do as an agent, which one of the things is marketing and some of your business practices and why some of them are kicking off, why some of them may not be kicking off, and understanding yourself is going to be the first thing that leads you to understanding what's going on and what's not going on. What you need is going to be very important today. We're going to talk about that, what is challenging you. We're going to talk about that also. So our class today is discovering your persona and archetype as a real estate agent. All right, so I'm Nakia Evans. I'm recording this for YouTube. Everybody here is used to coaching with me on Fridays for the Social Media Power Hour, but I just wanted to say who I am just in case somebody finds this on YouTube. That's one of our social media strategies, don't forget. So watching me do this webinar, do this workshop will help you to discover something you can do on your social media, your YouTube channel as well. Don't forget, it's always a teaching moment when you're hanging out with me, right? All right, so first and foremost, agent archetype and persona. Let's define them first so that we understand where we're going and why we are going into this topic today for today's workshop. First, archetype, the original pattern or model from which things of the same kind are copied or which they are based. A model, a prototype, we kind of understand that real estate agents have been around forever, right? We're here in our business today and in the now, and there is an archetype for us. There's a prototype, there is a pattern, there is a model, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So we have to know that and understand that first while we are jumping into our real estate businesses, right? What about persona? Persona is the aspect of someone's character that is presented to or perceived by others. Persona, Social Media Power Hour. When we're on social media, when we are networking, when we are presenting ourselves, when we are marketing our business, we have to present a persona, right? Or we have to emulate. We have to have people understand who we are, what our character is, so that they will choose us in order to help them with their real estate goals. All right, so now that we know that, let's go to our next slide. Let's see if I did this correctly. All right, hold on, y'all. I think I'm still in edit mode. Let me see. I am. Oh, there we go. All right, take a look at the screen. These are the 4 agent archetypes. So you are going to be interactive today. Just looking at these words and looking at the little bubbles around the words, tell me in the chat box who you think you are. What is your agent archetype? Okay. I'm going to give you a moment until I see that chat box fill up. There's 13 people online with us, right? Until I see that chat box fill up, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to give you just a little bit about the 4 agent archetypes. They are not just a tool to help you better understand what type of prospecting, lead generations, or are a natural fit for you, or what type of approach you need to take to real estate, but you will also help to gain a better traction on the tools and systems you will need to support your unique approach to your real estate business. Okay. And that's why we're trying to decide. That's why we're deciding. I see 7 answers. That's why we are deciding, or, you know, making a rash decision because you don't even understand these yet, right? That's why you're deciding right up front. Who are you? What is your archetype? Okay, we got a networker. I see another networker. Let me see who else we got in here. We got a marketer. Yes, we got a networker, marketer, network, marketer. Okay, we got a lot of marketers and networkers. Okay, let's look at that just a little bit deeper. Let me move my screen over. Okay. So when you think you're a marketer, and I said think, because we're going to look at it deeper, right? You might change your mind later. I'm going to give you an opportunity to change your mind. Oh, I like the convert. I like the converter, Stephanie. I like that. All right. So the marketer thinks that you're going to do a lot of indirect selling and get a lot of warm leads. That's going to help you do your business. Okay. When you are a networker, you are a direct seller. You may even have a background in network marketing or direct sales, something of that nature, but you do like warm leads, okay? As a prospector, you feel that cold leads are no problem for you, right? And you'll go right into that direct selling within these cold leads. But as a converter, you can take the cold leads and you can indirectly sell. Nothing's going to be a problem for you. You're going to take whatever you get and you're going to convert it. Okay. That's right off the top what we think or what we say, or these are the fields. If you don't have a screenshot of this, you may want to take a screenshot of this page, because you may move from green to blue, green to red, red to yellow. You may move. And I want you to think about it. All right. I'm going to help you think about it. Let's go to our next slide and see. Ooh. All right, y'all. There we go. So key practices in your business as a prospect. I'm going to start at the left top corner. As a prospector, you are going to have prospecting habits. Every single day of your business consists of prospecting. If you chose prospecting, you got to have prospecting habits, or you're going to have those. If you don't have them, you may have to go on and move over to the next color, right? You're going to have phone skills. You're going to be able to set appointments, and you're going to have an organization, you have a system for follow-up, okay? As a prospector, these are the key practices. These are the things you're going to do. If you chose prospector, write those down, because that's going to be in your daily schedule. That's going to be in your habits. That's what you're going to want to hone in on when you are deciding on what type of professional development classes or workshops that you're going to attend. This is what you're going to study. This is what you're going to master. Okay, let's look at the networker. It says it right off the top, right? Networking. You are going to be networking. You're going to be at events. You're going to be meeting people. You're going to be talking to people. You're going to be building relationships. You're going to have some community involvement. You may be a part of your own community's HOA, right? You may be a part of the real estate industry's board of directors, the volunteers, the committees. You may be doing that. You may be a servant leader right now, right? You may be in leadership. You may be a team leader. You may be a group leader. You may be a Girl Scout or Boy Scout leader, right? You're a networker. You enjoy staying in touch with your network and with your sphere of influence. That is what the key practices are. That is what you're going to want to focus on when deciding on professional development. Let's look at the marketer. I'm going to go clockwise. The marketer. Your key practices, and here we are, right? Social media power hour. Your key practices are going to be to develop expert knowledge about something. Not everything, right? Because we talk about that all the time. You cannot be an expert in all areas. You have to hone in, have that one thing that you are an expert in. Then we can move into other things. Like we talked about that YouTube channel. You're going to have that one reason you're using YouTube, but then, you know, you can have some other expertise, but you want to develop expert knowledge about at least that one thing. You are going to build your identity. You're going to build your brand. You are going to hone in on your messaging to your audience. You're going to know what that message says. You're going to know who your audience is, and you're going to develop and know how to reach out to those people, your audience. Your focus is going to be on your audience as a marketer, okay? It's not going to be all over the place. It's not going to be talking to everyone. So you are going to pick your customer, pick your client, pick your audience. So they don't always have to be your customer or your client. Your audience might be your referral network. It might be your sphere of influence, might be your network. You're going to decide who is your audience, and you're going to use campaigns, follow-up, communication, and you're going to reach those people. Last but not least, the converter. The converter is the person who is an expert in follow-up and responsiveness. That person has systems in place for phone calls, for appointments, for organization, and they know their numbers. They know their numbers. If you know your numbers, you're writing them down on a daily basis, you might got a little converter in you, okay? You know what's working for you and what's not working for you. And those are the skills that you're going to make sure that you develop, overdevelop, and you become an expert in, okay? These are your key practices day to day for your business. All right, let's look at what you will need if you are these type of people. A prospector. So as a prospector, what you're going to need is a data system. You are going to have to get some names, numbers. You're going to have to get these prospects from somewhere, these prospective clients from somewhere. They may be expired. They may be for sale by owners, okay? You are going to have a CRM and a follow-up system. You may use direct mail. Farming, right? This sounds like farming. I'm going to do a little bit of farming, right? You're going to have a conversion-oriented website. If you use squeeze pages, landing pages, as a prospector, those are the tools that you're going to need. You're going to want to look into those. If you use KV Core, guess what? They have squeeze pages and landing pages already formatted, just waiting for your special touch, okay? You are going to use testimonials, reviews, and proof of results. On social media, you're going to have storytelling. You're going to tell the stories of how you were working with clients or how the clients were working with you and what happened during your time together. Stories work well as testimonials, reviews, and proof of results on social media. You're going to definitely have a phone and maybe even a dollar or an auto dollar, okay? Those are the tools you will need. A networker. You'll need a basic CRM because as you're networking and meeting people, you are going to have to keep track of those people, right? You're going to have to put them somewhere so that you can follow up with them, so that you can develop a campaign, a marketing campaign, a touch campaign. You're going to have to create a system for your email marketing, for your communication, okay? You may just have a business card website, or you should have a business card website. We talked about the digital business cards as well on the Social Media Power Hour. You are going to use your basic brand website. That's your company's website that you get, right? That's going to be one of the tools that you will need. So make sure you have that, make sure you know it, make sure you use that and give that when you're networking. Your social media presence is going to be important because 9 times out of 10, how are you going to grow your network? On social media. That's the easiest, lowest cost because it's free. That is where you're going to grow your network the fastest, okay? And as a networker, you're going to need some time and you're going to need some friends, okay? Because your friends are going to help you. All right, as a marketer, you're going to have a niche or a brand-oriented website. Maybe you have a neighborhood Facebook page or a Facebook page that's directed at maybe moms, full-time moms, stay-at-home moms, right? You're going to have a brand-oriented website. Your audience, you're going to have something that is mainly for your audience. That again, you're going to know your audience, right? You're going to have some content. Can't be a marketer without content. So we all know about ChatGPT by now. We talked about that. We're going to dive into that too. We're going to have a special session coming up in August, the first Thursday in August. We're going to do some ChatGPT and content days, right? Live and on Zoom, guys. So write that date down, first Thursday in August. I think it's August 3rd, not sure. But that's going to be a special day for us when we're talking about content. So I want to throw that advertisement in there right then and there. You're also going to have a CRM system with email marketing. You're going to have to use your CRM. It sounds like no matter who you are, what archetype you are, where you are in your business, a CRM is important. If you guys haven't gotten that yet, write that down. CRM, CRM, CRM. That needs to be in your daily schedule. Adding people to your CRM, figuring out how to use your CRM. 7 out of 10 agents don't even know how to use their CRM. Okay. And if you guys didn't see anything, no matter who you are or where you are in your business, you need a CRM. You need the system. All right. As a marketer, you have to offer something. It's going to be some free reports, it's going to be a blog, anything you can give to catch people's attention. Okay. You're also going to have lead capture tools. We talked about landing pages, social media, lead capture tools. Social media is just not for you to present. This is a presentation. I'm presenting stuff to you, but social media is for engagement. It's for capturing. It's for getting people back to you off of social media and into your CRM and into an appointment, okay? So as a marketer, you need lead capture tools, all right? And then marketer, not only are you going to be on social media, but you are going to be local as well. Local, get that into your head. As a marketer, you're going to be local. So don't just focus on the world, focus on where you are and who your audience is and where your audience is at. The converter is going to need a budget. They're going to need some money because they're going to be buying leads or paying for leads, okay? They are going to be advertising. So maybe an advertising program, maybe Facebook ads, social media ads in the newspaper. Okay, as a converter, you're going to be getting these leads from somewhere, and most likely it's going to cost you some type of money. You may be using a lead generation website system, landing pages again, which is in your CRM if you're using KB Core. Hope you guys wrote that down by now because I said it 8 times. Follow up and lead system. There's that lead generation CRM again. CRM. This class should have just been called CRM, right? You are going to have a religious commitment to follow up so that you can have a conversion rate. The average conversion rate is 3 to 4%. If you are at 3 to 4%, you are doing okay as the world sees it. There's no person in this world that has 100% conversion rate unless they are only talking and only converting the people that they know, the people that are given to them. There's nobody, y'all, with 100% conversion rate. 10% is actually excellent, believe it or not, okay? And again, as a converter, you're going to need a phone because you're going to be making phone calls, converting these leads, and setting appointments. All right, let's see. Next up, we are going to go into, let's see if I can get my slide to move. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, technical difficulties, of course. I think I am in editing mode instead of play mode. Let's play. Let's see. Hold on. There's always a little technical difficulty in here. while I change out of editing mode, I'm going to stop this share. Does anybody have any questions or want to give any feedback right now on what we were just talking about? Let's do that for a minute while I go into play mode instead of edit mode. Any questions or comments? Anybody wanna talk about where they are right now?
I think that the 3% stat is really eye-opening, because there you can put in a lot of effort and sometimes feel like you're spinning your wheels and it can be discouraging, but it sounds like that's normal. So that's reassuring.
Yes, thank you. And I wanted to make sure that I said that, because a lot of people they're down on themselves. They get a little upset when they don't really get the results that they're looking for. But should you be looking for 100%? The answer is no. Should you be looking for 10%? The answer is no. 3 to 4% is good. Okay, 3 to 4% is good. Now when you're reaching 7, 8, 9, and 10, oh my goodness, we just want to check your bank account, right? We want to see what your bank account says, and we want to know what you're doing, because evidently you're doing something right? Yeah. So Kim, I'm glad you shared that. Thank you for that feedback, because that's very important when we're talking about leads and conversions and marketing strategies. That's very important when we're talking about our social media presence. You're not going to get 100% of the people all the time. You are not even going to get 10% of the people. It really takes a lot of consistency, persistence, and systems and follow-up and converting leads in order for you to get those numbers up. So while we're talking about that, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm a very goal-oriented person, and I like to measure myself. So to have that baseline helps, because it's so subjective. If you don't know, you just know what you feel. And if you're gonna experience 97, 96% rejection, it's good to know that you're still on target or on par. So that's helpful.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of glad you talked about that too, because that is very, very important. And Kim, it sounds like you might be in the, did you choose converter at first? Because you know your numbers, you concentrate on your numbers.
I choose networker.
Networker. Okay. All right. We're going to see where you land at the end. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about our challenges and what you're going to require. Okay. So as a prospector, you are going to be challenged by time. Time is a restriction for you. Okay. It's all about your effort. You are also going to be challenged when there is a lead shortage. So if you aren't getting leads like you want the leads, you're going to have challenges. So what do you require? You're going to require time, dialogue and skills, script practice. Prospectors, script practice. You should never miss a script practice. You should never miss a workshop about scripts and conversations and communication, right? You should never miss those. Those are the skills that you are going to be required to have. Script practice, the dialogue. What do I say? What do I do? You're going to need that. You're going to need time to study that in order to overcome those challenges. As a networker, you're going to be restricted by your circle of influence. If your circle of influence isn't biting, if your circle of influence, Kim, is rejecting you, you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel unworthy. You're going to feel that you don't have a business, that you can't do your business, right? You're going to have difficulty scaling your audience. That's going to be a challenge for the networkers. If you don't scale that audience, again, you're going to go into the mode where you're feeling like you're not doing much. You're not going to be doing anything. What about that comfort zone? Networkers are trapped in their comfort zones. Okay, you guys don't like to get out of your comfort zone. What are you going to require? Relationships and community. So as a networker, you have to build relationships. You have to build the community. You're going to require to know your identity. What are we talking about today? Understanding us so that we can be the best real estate agent ever, right? So as a networker, you have to understand yourself. Understand yourself, not just in the workplace, not just in your career, understanding you, who you are, what you want, what you're willing to do, what you're willing to do to get out of your comfort zone, what you're willing to do to break out of your challenges, okay? The marketer, your challenge is going to be, if you cannot deliver expert knowledge, you are not going to build that community or those relationships that you're looking for. You aren't going to be able to build your audience. Content matters. Becoming an expert in something matters. You, I think we talked about this a while ago. You are not going to create a group about being a single guy dating if you're not a single guy and you're dating, right? You can't come from a woman's aspect and be the expert in that, right? So you got to make sure that you have the expertise, you have the knowledge, you hone in on your own skills in order to deliver the expert knowledge so you can build your audience. If you don't build an audience as a marketer, you're not going to build a business. Also, time and human resource costs. As a marketer, it costs money to get that content. If you're not going to spend hours and hours and hours of getting that content, you're probably going to pay for it. As a marketer, I've paid for content. I don't have time to sit down and think of everything, right? So I've paid for it. Shortcutting today, we got ChatGPT. ChatGPT tells us what to say. It almost tells us what to do, right? Tells us how to walk, how to talk, all that stuff. So, this presentation is from a few years back before we had that ChatGPT. So we might be able to cut some costs now because we got that was all that artificial intelligence ChatGPT, right? As a marketer, you're going to be required some money unless you master the art of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, right? You're definitely going to need time. As I said, the content, the expertise, getting to become the expert. It's going to cost you money to go to some classes, go to some workshops, get some coaching, right? It's going to take some time and money and effort in order for you to become the expert. What about marketing knowledge? You're going to have to learn how to use all those programs. You got to learn how to use those video editing tools, right? So the time it takes to gain that marketing knowledge and skill is what's going to be required the most of a marketer. Last but not least, the converter. What are your challenges? Advertising costs, lead conversion. If you aren't an expert in lead conversion, you're going to be challenged. You are going to be dependent on getting leads. You're going to be dependent. You're going to be mad because you don't have you got a lack of control. You can't control those Zillow leads. You can't control how many comes in per day. It might be 1, it might be 100. You're going to be upset if those aren't coming in. Those are your challenges. The leads have to keep pouring in and you don't have control over that. So you're challenged at that moment. All right, so converters, you're going to have some money. You're going to be willing to split those commissions and pay those fees for those leads or those referrals, right? You're going to need time. It takes time. Anything you're doing today in July is going to show up in September. You're not going to convert a lead and get a paycheck in July, on July 21st. No. Takes a little time. Got that due diligence period. We got that time. We got to get inspections. We got to get to the close. They got to get a loan, right? They got things to do. Your clients have things to do themselves. So when you get a lead or prospect today, it takes time. All right. Also, you're going to need the skills and the dialogue, communication skills. You're going to have to keep in touch. You're going to have communication systems. You're going to have to be talking to these people in order to convert them. You have to know what to say. You have to have the scripts, right? If you're not a script person, you just need to know what you say. Okay, yes, Lisa, these challenges are dead on. Okay, before we go to the next slide or our next part, who are you? Did it change? If it changed, type change in the chat box. If it changed, you might have thought you were a prospector, but now you moved over to a marketer. You might have thought you were a networker, but you actually were a prospector. Did anybody change, taking a look at these needs and these challenges and what's required in order for you to move your business forward? Anybody see any change there? Tell me if you changed, if anything changed about what you thought was your archetype. Any changes? Y'all didn't change? I changed. Y'all want to know the truth? I'm all for at any given moment. Anybody else type of 4 in the chat if you found out you were all 4 and you're all over the place. And everybody that knows me will agree. Nakia is probably all 4. I was all 4. Okay. Stephanie, it didn't change, but you see a little bit of something else. That's usually what happens too, because I thought I was a networker, but I see myself in all 4 of the categories. I'm just in the corner of every single one. All right. Yeah. Lisa was going to ask me. Lisa has known me the longest on this webinar today. Lisa and I were agents together since 2015 all the way up, right? So I knew she would know that I was all 4. I had to laugh at myself, Lisa. You burned out in networking and now you're a marketer. Right. It happens. If you may go through that. That's why I went clockwise, because you may go through the clock, right? And you are going to burn yourself out in one. Especially that prospector that's spending money. You're going to burn out of spending money and you're going to move into one of those others, okay? As a marketer, you're going to be tired because you're not seeing the results that you want to see, and you're going to move over, okay? Let's take a look at Persona. All right, y'all. In Persona, look at the top. This training was built for people who are recruiting, but I flipped it into us getting to know ourselves, getting to understand ourselves. So take a look at these 4 pictures. Skip that top, the recruiting and the strategic recruiting, skip all that at the top. Look at these pictures. If you wanted to pick out, just based upon picture, who is the best real estate agent out of 1, 2, 3, and 4? Who do you guys think makes the best real estate agent? Just a picture. I see you, Angel, with your face round up. I'm just telling you, perception. Remember, persona, perception, and all that good stuff. If a client, take a look at this from a client's perspective, if they met all 4 of these people, they saw all 4 of these people, these were your pictures, this is your profile photo on social media, okay, on your Zillow page right now, this is your profile. Who is the client picking or choosing just from photo alone? What's the first profile they're going to click? I see some 4s on there. I see some 4s. Okay, I see a 1. I see a 1. I see a 1. What else? Who else, y'all? Y'all going with 1 or 4? I know why y'all going with that. I know why y'all going with that, because those people got a telephone in their hands. I think that's what y'all doing. So if I was a customer and I just decided that I am going to pick a real estate agent based off their profile picture. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we got 1s and 3s and 4s. Guess what, y'all? Okay, there we go. Leslie in Essence. Number 2, y'all, is the person at study after study. The T360 people that put this program together, they did a study across the whole entire world, right? They did surveys. And the clients, the customers, just the people that were surfing on Zillow or surfing for a real estate agent, they chose persona number 2. So I'm going to go through the personas for you, and then you guys are going to understand. You're going to understand a little bit more about yourself, and then we're going to understand why number 2 is the real estate agent of choice. No, it wasn't because he was a man. Yeah, it could have been a woman's photo, but we're going to get into personas and perception. All right. So let's talk. All right. Number 1, y'all. Number 1 was New Nicole. New Nicole was, or what New Nicole says, I'm ready to work. I need help knowing what to do. That's her overall stance on her real estate business. New Nicole is about 25 to 30 years old. This is her first career. She does have some friends. She only has some sales or service experience, and she's motivated by money. She's motivated by money. So remember, we talked about the challenges and the needs. If you fall into this category, you may be new Nicole, okay? So if you fell into this category, your challenges were you had a lack of business experience and life skills, probably just only because of age, and you required a lot of development. So that's who new Nicole is, okay? New Nicole mostly needs fundamental business and work education and skills. She needs to learn how to work the sales realm, right? She's got to learn communication and client service. She's got to be committed to management. She's got to be organized. She's got to have tools and systems. She's also going to need some leads. She's going to need some training, some mentoring, and she's going to have to learn how to work those leads with that training and mentoring. New Nicole's resources are going to be time is what she needs the most. Time to grow these skills, time to hone in on these skills, time to get these skills. She's not going to need a lot of money. She's just going to pay her realtor dues, pay her monthly fees, whatever she needs, right? She's going to have a little network. She's not going to have a big network. Leads might work, systems might work. Her skills are going to be what's important. She's going to have to build those client skills, her sales skills, and her tech skills. Because remember, new Nicole is millennial. She's going to be using technology. She's going to be using social media. She's going to have them tech skills. So time and tech skills are going to work for new agents. Did you see yourself in the new Nicole realm? You're ready to work. You just need help knowing what to do, right? That is what new Nicole. So why second career Sam worked out? Because Sam says he's always loved real estate. I have a lot of friends that I believe I can sell to. Okay. So second career Sam is 35 to 40. This is his second career. Okay. He has a larger network than new Nicole. He has extensive experience when it comes to sales and business, right? He is motivated by making money, but he's also motivated by having a professional career or being a professional in this real estate world, okay? His challenges. He's not known by his network as a real estate professional, remember, because this is his second career. He's coming from somewhere else, so most people know him from his other business. His challenge is managing his time and his commitment. He doesn't keep a schedule. He doesn't have that daily to-do list. He doesn't know what he's going to do daily, okay? Second career Sam confuses his friends with his customers. Your friends are not always going to be your customer. I think all of us confuse our friends with customers, and then we get disappointed when they don't use us as their agent or they don't come to us for help or advice. We got to kick that challenge in the butt, right? What second career Sam mostly needs, he needs to build his credibility in real estate, okay? He's got to build his credibility. He's got to use training on how to convert relationships, friends, into clients. So that's where he's got to hone into those skills. He's got to get training on how to work with clients, okay? He's got to get the training. So he needs script practice. He needs lead conversion. He needs follow. He needs to learn how to work his CRM. He needs systems and tools. Again, he needs that CRM, all right? So what is it going to take for second career Sam to excel in business? Time, money, a network, client skills, sales skills, and tech skills. Mostly what second career Sam needs is to build up his client skills, and he needs time to work in his business, time to become known in his network as a real estate professional, okay? Active Amy. Active Amy was number 3. She's 38 to 45. She's a career real estate agent. She's got all her fundamentals in place. She's got 2 incomes or more, and she's got a lot of past clients, okay? She is motivated by maintaining lifestyle. Sound familiar, y'all? Does that sound familiar? What Active Amy says, I'd like my business to become more predictable and to grow it. Okay. So Active Amy, her challenges are treating her career choice as a business. Okay. That's because she's been doing it for so long. She don't even think of it as a business anymore because she's just motivated by maintaining her lifestyle. So she's probably selling houses and excelling in her business, making lots of money just so she can maintain her lifestyle, right? So as long as the money is coming in and she's maintaining her lifestyle, she's like, this is not a business. I'm just selling some houses. I've been doing this so long, I just do a second nature, right? She also doesn't invest in herself or her business because she's got all her fundamentals in place. She don't need anything else. She thinks she's done it all, seen it all, and can do it all, okay? So what Active Amy is going to need the most is training on growing her referrals and repeat business. Remember, she's a career agent. She also has another income. So she's got some past clients, but she's not utilizing those things to her benefit in order to make more money, grow a bigger lifestyle, do something different in her search for freedom, right? She also needs help adding new sources of business. She's been relying on referrals and repeat business. She's been relying on just people falling into her lap, right? She also needs tools, systems, and automation. She wants to be on the beach. She wants to be out running on the beach. It looks like in her photo. She looks like she does a morning jog every day on the beach. She wants her business to be predictable and she wants to grow it that way. So she's going to use tools, systems, and automation. So what are her resources? Her network is number one. It's her number one resource, okay? She's going to need some money, so she's going to pour in. She's going to send that closing gift and then a gift every 6 months. She's going to be sending out birthday cards, anniversary cards. She's going to keep in touch with her past clients. So it's going to take a little time, going to take a little money. She's going to need some leads from these past clients, right? She's going to need some systems in place. Her client skills are what's going to be important in order to grow. Her sales skills are probably good, but she could probably use a little more because she's not getting referrals and repeat business, right? She's going to need that. She's going to need to keep up in her sales skills so she can get the repeat business and referrals. She's probably not going to worry about tech skills. She's been an agent too long. She doesn't care about the new technology. She's going to spend her money and she's going to get automated services. She's going to have third party sending out her gifts every year, her anniversary gifts to her clients. She's going to keep in touch by using tools and systems and automation. It's going to cost her a little bit of money. All right, last but not least, number 4 was really popular. That's Maturing Michelle. Maturing Michelle says, business is great and I want my life back. If you're going to help me, great. And if not, I'm on to the next. Maturing Michelle, she's 43 plus. She's a seasoned pro. She's established and she is moving to excellence. Nothing's going to stand in her way. Okay. Her challenges, she feels like she has to do it all in order to satisfy her clients, right? She's doing anything it takes to satisfy clients at this point in time. That is a challenge for her because it takes time, it takes money, right? It takes a lot to be able to satisfy all of her clients and to do it all herself. When I'm saying do it all, that means she's doing everything herself. Okay, her challenge is, again, delegating. She's not delegating. She's trying to do it all. Her less valuable activities need to be delegated to an assistant, to a virtual assistant, to a third party, so she can spend her time doing something else. She's going to have a challenge figuring out what sort of help she needs. She don't even have time to figure out how to find the help, how to hire the help, how to train the help, how to manage that help. She's confused because she's doing it all. She's just too busy to figure it out. She is also tired of generating business by personal effort. That's a challenge for her. She's tired of that, but she's doing it, right? Because she's a do-it-all. She also has a challenge learning how to move from a great solo agent to becoming a team player. She's probably time challenged. I would bet she's time challenged because she's doing it all. So she doesn't even know where to start to get help or to build her team or to get some help in order to do her team. If maturing Michelle would get some help, she would probably grow her business if she gets some help. What is she going to mostly need in order to move her business forward? Help with the admin work. She don't have to do that admin work. She shouldn't be doing that admin work. She's got to pay somebody to help her out. Whether it's a new agent, she should get a new agent on her team to do some of the things that she should not be doing, or a virtual assistant. She's going to need some tools and systems to streamline her work. It's going to take streamlining. She should not be doing everything. She should not be at every single appointment with her buyers. She should not be at every single listing appointment. Once she's got the listing, she should have another agent, or she should be able to send a photographer, right? She shouldn't be at the photography appointment. Well, she should be at the photography appointment. Let me rephrase that, because she's got to get her videos done, right? She's got to get some photos done. She shouldn't be at every single thing. She should be spending time or have some systems in place to streamline some of her other work. Support in developing her team. She's going to have to hire somebody because she's busy. She's making a lot of money because remember, she's seasoned, established, she's moving to excellence. She should hire someone to help her develop her team. She needs a coach, y'all. She needs a coach and an admin. She needs somebody to tell her what to do and how to do it, or just somebody to do it for her. She's also going to need to transition from being a prospector to a marketer. Okay, prospector to a marketer. And then look at her resource map. Oh my goodness, she needs sales skills just as much as she needs client skills, just as much as she needs a network, just as much as she needs money. She needs time. She doesn't need much time. She don't even have a lot of time. She thinks she can do it all. So she's good on time, y'all. Remember, she was good on time. She had leads. She got leads because she's being so touchy-feely and all in the business, doing it all, that she's getting leads because everybody's happy with her service because she's spending all of her time with them, right? So she's getting leads and she's got some systems in place. When she needs all of these things, it's time to move into a team. It's time to grow your business. It's time to hire help, okay? So maturing Michelle, if you feel like you're maturing Michelle, it's time to get some help. It's time to think about it, start thinking about it. So maybe by the end of the year, we can put that into your next year's goals. But maturing Michelle is going to need some help. So who are you? What was your persona? Who? I see somebody said that they're Sam. Tiana, you were Sam, right? What did you get from this website? What did you learn about yourself? Webinar workshop. This was all about you, okay? Understanding yourself, understanding where you can go with your business, what you need, what your challenges were. Somebody come off of mute or raise your hand. Tell me what you got from today's workshop. Was it worth it for you to be here today? Did you learn something about yourself? If you come off of mute, I'm going to see you and I'm going to call on you. What did you learn about yourself or your business? Carrie, thank you for volunteering first. And then Yolanda, you're going to go next.
Okay. Good morning. I think probably one of my biggest takeaways from all of this is seeing where I'd like to be and what I need to implement in my business to move to that different quadrant.
Yes. That was my number one goal here. And if I take a look at the class description, or I'm going to put this on YouTube, in the class description, Carrie, that was one of the things, or the objectives, not the description. The class objective today was to see where you are, figure out what your challenge is, what you need, and where you can go or where you should shift to. Because sometimes these sessions are going to tell you it's time to shift. It's time to move. So thank you, Carrie, for sharing that. That was one of the objectives. So for that to be a key takeaway, I'm excited and I'm happy. So thank you for sharing. Stephanie, you're going to go after Yolanda. Yolanda, come on back, and then we're going to hear from Stephanie.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I noticed that I am a networker. I'm always in the community volunteering, and I am part of my HOA community. But
Uh-oh, you went on mute by mistake, Yolanda. Come back. There you go.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, awesome. But I do need to be more of a converter to realize more of my numbers. I need to know my numbers way better than what I know them now. And I felt like I was the last young lady on the slide that you shown where, well, I used to be. I've grown out of it, of doing everything myself, trying to be getting more help and asking people for more help and getting assistance to do more things so I can grow my business more because I can't do everything by myself. It's impossible.
Yes, 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 yes. So this is helping you now to understand that you may need to do something different just within your business, just within your business plan. This is going to help you to build your next year's business plan, I think is what I hear you saying also, Yolanda.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yep,
Thank
yep.
you. This
Yes,
is
you're
a
welcome.
lot
Yeah.
of insight.
That's one of the objectives today as well, for you to understand where you are and to build a plan for where you want to go or where you should be. Because a lot of us don't even know where we should be, right? This helps us hone in and understand where we should be, what tools we should be using, and what tools we are going to now utilize in the future as well to do what we need to do and to reach our goals.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
sharing. You're welcome, and thank you for being here today. All right, come on back, Stephanie.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. I can piggyback on what Carrie said. For me, in all transparency, I've been a licensed agent since March of 2022, but coming up on what I would call a full year of actually doing real estate full time. And I can honestly say that I've probably traveled through each quadrant. And this particular training session has really helped me with clarity of having the understanding of why I feel the way I feel or what I am experiencing, also shedding the light on giving me some tangible things to look at, to be able to shift and to recognize when it is time to shift. I fall kind of in second career Sam and active Amy, but I also know, and you know this, Nakia, when we first met back at the end of May, I have some burning things within my soul of what I'm trying to achieve to move the business forward. And that's why I was attracted to the Kimsey Evans team with you specifically, because you provide tools like this that give us clarity to make a commitment to and move forward.
Yes, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. That warms my heart. You guys are dead with the key takeaways. I am feeling all kind of awesome right now because you guys get it. You guys not only show up, but you get it. And let me just read this real quick, Stephanie, because Stephanie and Yolanda, you both said it. Carrie, you probably said it too. Listen to this: personal growth and development. This was a description of today's class, and I didn't even give you guys the full description of today's objectives or what this class would bring to you. I'm going to put it on, when I put this on YouTube, I'm going to put it on YouTube, but it talks about personal growth and development. Exploring avenues for personal growth and continuous improvement as a real estate agent. Identifying areas for development and formulating action plans to enhance your skills and expand your professional persona. I mean, y'all are dead on with the key takeaways, right? That was one of the objectives of today's class as well. And you guys all said it. Like, I'm so happy right now. Sometimes when as a coach, when you plan things, you're like, well, they're not going to understand why. They're not going to come because this is not social media, But I was like, as hosting these sessions every single Friday at 10 a.m., same link, by the way. So if you're here and you want to come back next Friday, we do this every single Friday at 10. Doing this, I get to hear from you guys when you guys are engaged and participating and giving feedback. And that's why every single session includes feedback. You guys notice I give time for feedback and key takeaways. It's because I want to know where you are, where you want to go, and what you need. So I knew that at this moment in time, it was getting overwhelming with telling you this, telling you that, giving you this, giving you that, giving you all these tools and systems and things to do before you quite understood who you were in the business. You have to understand who you are. And again, this workshop was written for managers. I took this workshop at Inman in New York as a manager, as a brokerage manager. This was for me to understand who real estate agents were when I was recruiting them or getting them to join the team, Stephanie, getting them to partner up with me, right? I had to first understand who people were and what they needed in order to be the correct partner or correct coach for them. So this helps you to understand yourself, but me knowing these things as a coach, as a team leader, as a workshop facilitator, as a training facilitator, me to help you understand, and then for you to tell me who you are, helps me to understand how to be a better business partner for you. And that's why I stopped right here. This is marketing, you guys. Every single piece requires some type of marketing. It requires some type of marketing tool. We talked about CRM. So it sounds like next week, we probably can get into a little more CRM, but not how to use, not what to do, not what to say, but how to make money, how to extract money from your CRM, right? How to extract business from your CRM. I think I'm going to concentrate on that. I think I'm going to figure out something. I know I have something in my archives, right, that'll talk about that. But to figure out if cold leads are going to help you, if warm leads are better suited, if direct selling, networking. Now, if you ran a network marketing business, you are a networker and a prospector, right? If you are converting those cold leads, if you just want the list, agents in our office are getting a list. You guys had a list yesterday of agents, people to call, right? So you were prospecting and converting, right? If you're not converting, it means you need more help with converting cold leads. It means that you have to use these key practices that are on the screen. You have to hone in on these key practices. This is where your personal and professional development should focus, right? So if you are that person, if you love warm leads and that's all you're going to utilize, then y'all stay on the network and marketer side, okay? This quadrant is to help you go where you need to go and help you understand what you need in order to move your business forward. So I am so happy and so grateful that you guys shared those key feedbacks. Stephanie?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, I mean, it's perfect timing as well, because I remember feeling the same way I have been feeling for the last couple of weeks last year. And I had some conversation with a few other agents on our team yesterday, but we're getting so many things just thrown at us of all the coaching, all the things to be in. And in all transparency, I signed up for something Rich Tomasini and that group was doing, and I withdrew from it after listening on the first session, because this today really helped me. It was a revelation, honestly, of just staying focused on that one thing, because I don't enjoy that feeling of being pulled in so many directions. So I just want to say thank you, because it was perfect timing that I felt it all again. I'm like, okay, there's just too many people yanking at my chain, wanting me to do everything, and I can't do that and be healthy.
Stephanie, I feel the same way. I've been feeling like that too.
Yeah.
It's almost like today, because normally I have a schedule, things that I do every day, but today I felt like, okay, I feel like I need to take a break because it's too many things coming at me. Mm-hmm. And it's overwhelming me and it's making me, and I was telling my husband about it. He was like, well, you don't want to get too overwhelmed to the point where you don't want to do. And I'm like, no, I don't want to get to that point, but it's just so many things coming at me that it's like, I need to take a step back and just cancel stuff. Like, right. That's what I just started doing.
Right. And it takes a lot of courage to do that, because, I think we all want to be involved and participate, and we're hungry. That's what drives that. But it also takes maturity to pull it back and say, okay, and where I come from, where I make my decision is I made a commitment. It was a long thought out commitment to join Kimsey Evans' team with Nakia. You know, and I'm not trying to boost Nakia up, but that was what attracted me to the team, her experience and me watching her. But I had to come back and revisit, okay, where is my commitment, and stick to that, to actually put some boundaries up to protect all the things that are coming at you, that creates confusion. And then in turn, it makes you unproductive. So it's a discipline. And I mean, I just can't say enough how this class today really just affirmed everything that I was feeling and thinking. So thank you.
Oh, you are so
And
welcome.
others, just know that you're not alone.
I'm just ready to jump out my chair right now, because as a coach and as a leader, I have to feel what you feel sometimes without knowing or hearing what you feel. And sometimes I can see, or I actually had a consultation with a group of leaders that needed a coach and wanted to be coached or wanted some information. But I'm like, really? Our first meeting is me listening. I need to know what you're doing, what you're saying, what your systems are. I need to know what's going on before I just walk in the door and coach. And we as business owners, as real estate agents, we have to kind of know what's going on with ourselves. We have to understand ourselves before we can truly run a business. One of the things that I said to them is that if you are a mess, your business is a mess. And the guy got like goosebumps. He showed me his arm. He had goosebumps. Like, I'm literally telling the truth. If you are a mess, your business is a mess. So it helps you to understand you first, helps you to understand where you should concentrate, what you actually need, what your challenges are in order for you to move forward. And sometimes, Stephanie, yes, you got to stop, you got to quit, you got to disengage. And like you said, it takes courage to do that. I did that in my business. I do it every single year. I ain't gonna lie. I just recently did it about a week ago, last weekend, actually. So it's been a week. I had to disengage in order to focus and hone in on my dreams, my vision, and where I see my business going, and where I see me going, and where I see my skills and talents are best used. I had to see what my challenges were. I had to see what was required of me, and I had to make a decision. And that decision, again, takes courage, Stephanie, and it's not always going to be favorable to the population. So you have to understand that too. It's not going to be favorable. You're going to get some bad feedback. Who cares? Go with your gut. You have studied yourself now. You know what key practices you need. You know what it's going to take for you to move your business forward. You know what your challenges are. You know what's required of you. You know what resources. So if your resources, if your persona said you needed some money, start making some money and start saving some money. Get some business credit. I told real estate agents for years that you just need some business credit, y'all. Business credit. I use business credit to pay my dues, and then I just pay the bill. I do it for the credit card points, right? But some agents may struggle financially and need business credit to pay for the things that they need to run their business. Okay, it's a good idea to have a business credit card, or have a credit card that you only use for business, even if it's a personal credit card. Okay. Figure out what your challenges are, what is required of you, hone in there, stop everything else. Don't forget to also do what you enjoy. If you do what you don't enjoy, if you keep getting that rejection and you want to quit and you want to stop, find something that you also enjoy that's going to bring you gratitude, that's going to bring you peace also daily, so that you got the right mix. Because if you just live in a world of 100% rejection, or how many percent, 97% rejection, you're going to get discouraged. So find something that brings you results, find something that brings you joy, and add that in, even if it's not business. I mean, your career is business and personal, okay? Personal development, professional development. When you're learning every single day, not only did this help you in your business, I hope it helped you also personally. Because some of this stuff, y'all, when I was taking this class, I saw some personal things also, okay? So just just utilize these sessions. Come to each session. I mean, I'm doing it every single Friday. Come. You never know what you're going to get. Right, Stephanie? Right, Angel? Essence has been here since we started. You never know what you're going to get. Stay tuned, because I got some more for y'all. I got some things coming, some really exciting things. I've been doing some professional and personal development to grow myself, to help you grow. And I've been concentrating on something really big that's coming in August. So hopefully I'll be able to introduce that to you guys on one of these Friday calls or in that Friday coaching group. Don't forget about that Friday coaching group. And again, thanks to everyone that comes to these sessions. I appreciate you. I'm sure that this helped you also with Social Media Power Hour, as well as your business overall. So thank you so much. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Great.
great
We
day.
Thank
Great
you.
weekend, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.